Alright, so now that we've started the YouVersion live event by going to open.lifechurch.tv, now we're going to go to YouVersion, if I type it right, youversion.com/live. Alright, so now you're going to come up here. Make sure that you go to youversion.com/live, otherwise this won't work. So go up here to sign in the upper right hand corner. You're going to type in a username and password that everyone will get who creates a live event. So if you don't have it and you're creating one, you need to talk to me, and I will get that to you. 20. Alright, so now that I'm signed in here, you're going to see that there are two groups here, the BOD Student Ministries and the BOD.TV. We're going to go to the BOD.TV. We're going to the I Am Jesus event here, and we're going to edit it. Instead of creating a new one, we're just going to continue to edit the old ones that we have. Alright, so this was from last weekend's event, so we're going to change this up a little bit. We're going to put the title, I Am Jesus, which is going to be the same this week, if I spelled Jesus correctly. And we're going to go ahead and pull up the document that we downloaded earlier from open.lifechurch.tv. This one says, I am the resurrection and the life. That's the subtitle here in the info column. So we're going to I am the resurrection and the life. Alright, so this description, if you need this description, say this is the first week of the series, you can find this on open.lifechurch.tv. So if you go to open, again, I'm going to just show you this real quick before I forget. If you go to open.lifechurch.tv and you've already signed in and you click the Network Resources tab and you go to that series, so this is the I Am Jesus series. I'm just going to click the I Am the Resurrection and the Life. It doesn't matter. That little tagline's right here, and I would just copy, right-click, copy, and paste that to here, which is this right here, this description. You're going to have to update this week's event date. So the start date is going to be for this Sunday, the 21st. And then the end date shouldn't change. The hold shouldn't change, and it should start at 8 a.m. So, so we're done with this part. We'll go ahead and click Save there. Go to Items, and we're going to change each one of these note categories and Bible reference categories, and we'll get rid of some. But just so you know, to start fresh, this is the general link, and in order to create any one of these links, we have to go down to the bottom here to add a new item. Now, I've already created a tutorial on how to do most of this stuff, so today I'm just going to go through formatting things. So there's a tutorial that goes through the actual order of everything, the flow of the live event. Today I'm going to talk about how to input things. So like on this first set of notes, it says I Am Jesus Week 2 in the title, and in the notes it says I Am the Good Shepherd. We're going to change that to I Am the resurrection and the life, and we're going to save that. Okay, for each Bible reference, it won't let you leave the title blank, so you're going to type the reference down here. Always use NIV unless this otherwise states it, and it doesn't look, I'm trying to find one on this one. Sometimes it will say like John 11:25, and then in parentheses NLT. That's the only time we change from NIV. And in order to do that, you're just going to have to scroll through these different translations. There's the NLT, for instance. And then up here in the title, you're simply going to retype that reference. So let's say we use the first scripture reference, 11:25. Alright, so John 11:25. Oh, it's going to be colon 25. And then John, just click that, 11:25. And then you always have to click save and make sure it actually saves. See, that didn't actually save, so I'm going to click save again, and only if it says saved right there do I know that it's done, that it's actually saved. That has been the source of much frustration for me in the past, so I wanted to let you know about that. For each item note, there's usually in Craig's outline something like dead ends, and then dead end number 1, dead end number 2, dead end number 3. So dead ends would be your title for each one of these categories. Dead ends, and then it's like this first one is dead in your doubts. So I'm going to put dead in your doubts, and I make the last one capitalized, the last word capitalized because it's underlined. So whatever is underlined will be all caps. Okay, so now that that one's done, I'm going to go to the second one. And for this second one, I'm going to type dead ends again because this is dead end number 2, dead in your discouragement. So we're going to type that again. Dead in your, I'm going to make sure that's right. Discouragement's the only word underlined, so I'm going to type that out in bold. Dead in your discouragement, and click save. Saved. Alright, so you would do that for all 3 in this case. And then for every subsequent note, you would do that as well. So the resurrection is not an event, it's a person. Person would be capitalized. For instance, if that one doesn't have a heading on it. So what I would do is I would type out just the resurrection right here, and then type in the rest here. The resurrection is not an event, it's a person, the whole thing. Just give it a little subtitle, a little heading that has to do with what it is. So that's really about it. Everything else should be set up as it should. But in the case that everything is out of order, you can refer to the other video that I've made that will go through the exact order of each item. So there you go.